Where in Australia is it easier to get an enrolment? It's getting harder to get an enrolment, and that means it's harder to get a student visa. The Australian government has released the 2025 indicative allocation numbers for student visas for different universities, colleges, and vocational schools. This follows the announcement of student visa caps that will limit the number of student visas issued each year for different public universities and other educational institutions. The overall cap for 2025 is set at 270,000. For those planning to apply for a student visa and enroll in new courses, understanding these numbers is crucial. They provide an insight into how difficult or easy it might be to get an enrolment with any particular university or educational institution. Overall, we can see a pattern in the allocations, which is a decrease for major universities in Australia, and particularly for those in Melbourne and Sydney. The University of New South Wales, there was a reduction between 2024 to 2025 of 45%, from 17,359 to 9,500, while some smaller regional universities received increased allocations. For example, Charles Darwin University from the Northern Territory received a more than 100% increase in allocation. So you can have a look at the government documents through a link we're providing on our website, and that tells you what the indicative planning levels are for any university or vocational school that you might be interested in. Details on course caps for New South Wales, Victoria, Northern Territory, and more. So let's look at some of the biggest providers and the caps that they've got. The University of Sydney decreased by 31%, from 17,247 enrolments in 2024 to an expected 11,900 in 2025. Monash University in Victoria, the allocation set for 12,573 has been reduced to 10,000, a reduction of some 20%. The University of New South Wales reduced by 45%, from 17,359 to 9,500. The University of Melbourne decreased by 21%, from 11,866 to 9,300. The University of Western Australia reduced by 41%, from 5,140 in 2024 to 3,000 in 2025. Interestingly, all of Australia's Group of 8 self-proclaimed top universities in Australia have seen reductions in allocations for 2025 compared to 2024. On the other hand, some of the universities have seen significant increases, especially for those in regional areas. Charles Darwin University, James Cook University, Charles Sturt University, the University of New England, and the University of Southern Queensland, all regional, have had increases of at least 100% in their allocations for 2025. The University of Tasmania saw a 41% increase, and Flinders University has an 87% increase. But it's not all just about universities. What about trades? For colleges and vocational education, we've got some figures as well. Some popular providers have seen reductions. Holmes Institute has been reduced by 53%. Le Cordon Bleu, a very famous institution for hospitality, has been reduced by 52%. Monash College has been reduced by 41%. Torrens University has been reduced by 24%. But some have seen increases. For example, Kaplan Business School has been increased from 2,459 to 3,170, which is a 28% increase. Victoria Institute of Technology has increased by 19%. If you're considering studying in Australia, it may be beneficial to look at the education provider that you're aiming for and try and work out where their allocations are going. Are you going to have a better chance of getting an enrolment, or is it going to be very difficult? I hope this information has been useful to you. Subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching.